right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that root well and taught me his truth. Peace and salutation to the icon that's pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Waking up the hopeful elect, you risk your lives and freedoms to do so. Definitely more so now than ever before. This is the brother Zion Amon from the GMS Detroit by Camp. And this is going to be a quick lesson regarding, as you can see the title, all right, Hosea 1 and 10. All right, is not talking about the Solomon Islands at all. All right. Hosea 1 and 10 is not talking about the Solomon Islands. All right. We're going to get some precepts to properly break that down. But first, let's see, where is Solomon Islands? Where is that? Just because it got the name it's Solomon on it, all right, don't make it spiritual, all right? But anyway, Solomon Islands, right? Quick Google search. Say also known simply as the Solomons, is a country consisting of 6 major islands and over 900 smaller islands in Melanesia, part of Oceania, right, to the northeast of Australia. It is directly adjacent to Papua New Guinea to the west, Australia to the southwest, New Caledonia and Vanuatu to the southeast, Fiji, Wallis, and all these weird ass names. Let you know this shit ain't got nothing to do with no Hosea 1 and 10. Just off that alone, bro. Anyway, let's see. Looking at some of the ethnic groups there, it said Melanesian, Polynesian, Micronesian, which essentially these are all heathens, 100% heathens. Now you may have, some scattered Israelites, because the Lord said he was going to scatter us, disperse us in the four corners of the earth. But chiefly speaking, all right, this landmass, this country, all right, which is shown here on the globe, right? Where it's located, it's in an insignificant place on the planet, right? Totally surrounded by water, surrounded by islands, right? And what the Lord say about the islands, or the isles, it's basically it's a very little thing, it's insignificant, all right? So just to give some context of what we're speaking on, where this place is located. It's literally located in the middle of no goddamn where. Alright? So anyway, let's go back. Alright, so let's read it. This is Hosea 1 and 10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered." All right, so that's a lot of people. All right, that's a lot of people. Sand of the sea. All right, you can't measure sand, you can't count sand. All right, you'll bug out trying to do that. All right, so you want to say that this piece is Solomon Island, right? I think it said, what's the population? All right, so the population in 2023 is an estimate of 734,887. So that's under 1 million people, right? You can count that. If they can do a census or whatever the case, but you can get hell, they got a number, 700,000. Now hell, like the city of Detroit, all right, especially when there's any type of festivity or whatnot, you can easily put a million people in downtown Detroit. All right, in downtown Detroit, you can easily put, a million people. So this whole country, right, consists of less than a million people. And yet we read the scripture where it say, hey, it's the children of Israel, right, are going to be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered. Read on, in fact, it says, cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place, right, which that place is not Solomon's Islands, all right, it said in the place where it was said unto them, you are not my people. So where does that happen at? Right? Where is it said that we're not Israelites? Where is it said that, we're being called every other byword and proverb under the sun? That's America. America is where that's taking place at. All right? America is where all the civil injustices are happening. America is where Jake is being shot down the street. America is where Jake is being called a nigger. All right? America is where Jake is being hung at. All right? And persecuted at. Not no Solomon's Island. All right? It says, ye are not my people. There it should be said, unto them ye are sons of the living power. Right? Here in America is where we learned that we're Israelites. Right? In every captivity prior to this one, all right, we at least had that part of our heritage. All right? From Babylon to Rome, all right, we knew we were Israelites. It wasn't until we got here that we weren't called Israelites, neither did we know that we were Israelites. Why? Because we were discontinued from our heritage. All right? The Lord cut us off. All right? For a time. We were literally in the dark. All right? Let's get this. This is Isaiah 40 and 15. It says, behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. All right, so the islands, all right, in the mind of the Lord are, they're nothing. Hell, the nations as a collective are nothing to him. Right? Not Israel, every nation outside of the nation of Israel, all the heathen nations. All right, they're nothing to him. He likened them unto a drop of a bucket. All right, if you drop a drop of water out of a whole bucket, you don't even see that. You know what I'm saying? That drop of a bucket is not gonna quench your thirst. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna piss you off, if anything, if you were to drink it, right? So that's how the Lord feel about these nations. He pissed off at them. Why? Because they've come against his people Israel. Right, the true people of the Lord, all right, which would consist of, all right, so-called Negroes, Blacks, and Native Americans. All right, you are the people that make up the Israelites. All right, by way of the seed, all right, sperma. All right, your lineage, your bloodline, all right, goes back to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, but America is the place, again, that we weren't called Israelites. All right, they called us everything but that. All right, to keep us in the dark. All right, to keep us ignorant of who we truly are. All right, according to biblical prophecy and history. All right, moving on. This is Jeremiah 3 and verse 18. It reads, in those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel. In those days the house of Judah shall United Kingdom was split in two after the rulership of King Solomon. But anyway, it says, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers. So the salvation, the great deliverance, all right, is going to come out of the land of the north. Where is that? North America, as it's called, all right, which is no coincidence. North America, that's the land, all right? That's the land, that's the place, all right, we were carried off to, all right? This is the place that we endured slavery, all right? You know, this is the place that we were called a no people, all right? Unto Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. You see? Not no Solomon's Island. Period. All right, another scripture. This is Jeremiah 16 and 15. It says, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, which that land is the land of Israel. All right? Jerusalem, Israel. That's our homeland, not no Africa, by the way, all right? But Israel, the land of Israel, where those rats are stinking up our land right now, all right? Again, but it mentioned the land of the north, all right? Because, again, that's where the great deliverance is going to come. That's where all the tribes are. All 12 tribes, all right, more times than not, are not in Solomon's Island, which only has a population of just over 700,000. Like, that don't even make no logical sense. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. All right, so moving on. This is Jeremiah. All right, again, 23 and 7. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel. See that seed, you know, showing that this is a heritage. This is a bloodline thing. This ain't a thing that where all nations can come in. All right? The Lord ain't thinking about the other nations. Again, we just read Isaiah the 40th chapter. All right, all the nations are as a drop of a bucket. They're NPCs. All right, you know, their only purpose is basically to be servants unto us. All right, when the kingdom of heaven is established, all right, they're gonna serve us. You see, as slaves for 1,000 years. Reading on, it says, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries where I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. All right, that's what we're waiting for. That's what part of the salvation is all about. All right, taking us back home. So we're not home, as the scriptures say. This is not our rest. You know, so we don't want anything to do, all right, with Babylon, aka America, all right? Because when you wake up, you find out, hey, you're a slave here. You know what I'm saying? You're told that you're nobody here, literally, by them calling you African American, or black, or Hispanic, or Mexican, all right, Indian, Native American, you know. All that does is breed confusion at the end of the day, all right? Because if you don't understand your biblical nationality, you don't understand your purpose in the earth. You know, again, you're in the dark, you know? But that's 3 scriptures, all right, mentioning the land of the north, all right? Showing the importance, all right, of Babylon, all right? In terms of prophecy, you know, this is where we were all basically, you know, brought to. especially when you read, what's that, Revelation, the 12th chapter, all right? That place that we were brought to is America, all right? We dwelled in Africa for a time, on the west coast, all right, of Africa, all right? As the scriptures say, for a time, times and dividing of times, all right, which would equal, all right, 350 years, because a time is dealing with 100 years, times plural, that's 200 years, and dividing of time, all right? So that's 100 plus 200, divided on time, 50, so that's 350 years, which represent basically the years of 1619 to 1969, right? And then after 1969, through Abba Bivens, all right, who was Elijah the prophet, if you can receive that. But he was the one that was set up through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, to to begin to restore our heritage, all right, to teach that we are Israelites, and hey, the rest is history. But where did that happen? That happened here. All right, you had no one prophesying in Solomon Islands, all right, teaching that they're Israelites. You may have that now, because like I say, we're scattered everywhere, so you're gonna have camps everywhere. Hey, it says the sand in the sea. You can find sand any and everywhere. Sand is all over the earth. Thus, his people will be scattered all over the earth, and that's a curse. All right, for us to be separated from our people, and to have that what's the word I'm looking for? Dissension. Amongst the tribes is actually a curse. The tribes of our people, they care about every nation except them, themselves. That self-hatred, that we have, for ourselves and for one another. One more scripture, actually, that's it. But so yeah, that's the point, bro. We have clowns, right, in the name, all right, of Bishop, so-called Bishop Nathaniel, all right, which is clear, right, more and more. This guy has taken a bag, right? He's been corrupted, right? He's taking money, all right, from those elites. They keep feeding them ridiculous, doctrine breakdowns. Okay, by far, this has to be the most ridiculous thing I've heard coming from this guy. As the apostle say, hey, he stay going off. As a whole group, IUIC, all right, they stay going off. They can't get right, all right, they're corrupted. So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying with that. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and root well. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth.